Yo, what up, man? What's going on with y'all? Yeah, I know. Tuesday, but it ain't 10 for Tuesday today, man. And go ahead and address this, topic from, I guess, for the past 2 days. Because days like today, this goddamn easy pass is a great investment. Thank God for the easy pass. That's like a fucking 30-minute backup right here. I don't even know why. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. But as you can see, man, let's go get into it, man. All right, so shout out to MOT, shout out to the city. And again, man, the wonderful thing about this space, bro, is men get to have conversations, serious conversations that aren't often had outside of this space. Because if you talk like this around, you know, um, your regular everyday black people, you'd be looked at as an alien. They'd have no idea what you were talking about. You even say the word submission, and motherfuckers think you talking about Bret Hart and Sting and shit, WWE, or some MMA, Kimura, armbar shit, right? We say submission because that's a word that literally I can honestly literally say I never even heard discussed outside the internet. Okay, I've never heard a actual submission conversation had outside of the internet. Even though it's a major issue and problem in the black man woman relationship dynamic, that we constantly have here, right? So I understand where both of them coming from, man, but this is a conversation that's where, man, I'm the context guy, okay? And a lot of times what people like to say when you're the context guy is, oh, well, it's not that serious, it's not that deep, or, those things don't really need to be considered. And no, that's not true at all, because you're dealing with human beings, bro, all right? And to both of their points, MOT is right. If the best way to win right now is just not play the game or remove yourself from this and transfer over to somewhere where you can win. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disputing that. MOT is right 1,000%. Obsidian's thing is, hey, I should be able to get women based on productivity and me being a good stand-up guy and all these other things, despite my my physical attributes. We just say that. I didn't want to say the other thing, man. You know what I mean? But despite my physical attributes, I should be chosen off of the strength and my merits as a man versus the physicality aspect of it. Which again, from a moral standpoint or cultural and all these other things, that is right. But what is the reality? Okay, what's the reality? Again, I'm the guy that's gonna always be like, there's possibility and there's probability. Okay, that's what we have to do here. And a lot of times the conversations aren't had from the realistic standpoint. Again, there's this famous saying that goes in the military all the time. Hey man, you can want in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up faster. That's basically what you're doing when you're telling and you're saying how black women should and what they should and what they ought and how it's supposed to be and all that shit, bro. That is literally what you're doing, okay? You're wanting in one hand and you're shitting in the other, okay? Because at the end of the day, bro, outside of something just crazy like Thanos snap or world just crumbling reset, it's not gonna change, especially not overnight. It's just not gonna happen, okay? That's the reality of it, okay? Women are not gonna fucking submit like there's some Middle Eastern or Far East cultured women. That's not gonna happen. Black women ain't doing that shit. Black women also are not gonna just automatically change from their physical attraction standards and the whole sexual aspect of the situation of picking a dude to picking a man that they should pick. That's not gonna happen overnight either. So what needs to be said is, and needs to be understood is, like when I say that, bro, or when anybody says that, it's not in defense of the bitch. It's not in defense of fucking women. It's not. That's not what it's for. Again, it's letting everyone knows the full context, and then you get into the discussion of the reason and how and why. Because I'm telling you, like, bro, this conversation isn't had like in real life. So you get a new person coming into this, or people that even listen to it, and all they hear you say is, it should be this way, end of. Shout out to Obsidian, right? Niggas is like, end of, nigga, no, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. Telling a fucking grown-ass woman, all right, person in general, but especially a fucking black woman, what she should be doing, point blank period, and that's going to be it, and she's just going to do it, man, you better off motherfucking turning motherfucking lead into gold, bro. What happens when you have the fucking realistic conversation of the shit, man, is you make dudes understand it. And what you need, again, is to change the mind of as many men as possible and not have them, you know, revert to the fucking feminine talking points because they've been raised by their mamas. And black women run black society. That's the harsh and ugly fucking truth. So black men that are still programmed and haven't broke off out of the hold or the fucking the spell of black woman fucking ideology and understanding, they're gonna, those trigger words and doing stuff like that is going to make them buckle down even harder into that, and they fight against you with the women when that's not what you need. Again, man, when you're at war, you need as many allies as possible, especially when the allies are exactly like you. You don't need your own people fighting you. And shit, MOT and Obsidian are both have that very brash, harsh, to the point, you know, slinging iron and motherfucking, you know, axes and hammers attitude about things, which is cool and fine and dandy. But when you're trying to recruit men and get them to understand how and why they should, you know, be thinking like you think and understand that and join you in this fight, in this fucking battle, in this war, you have to take the time out to explain everything, man. It's the whiffums, bro. The what's in it for me. You gotta give niggas the whiffums. You gotta make niggas understand you, because it's again a select small group of specialized or extremely skilled individuals. They can move mountains. They can motherfucking change society. Okay, yeah. But at the same time, man, those people also have to carry a heavy, heavy burden. Okay, to do that. Their job is supposed to be made easier to go in and clear after the big brigade or the battalion or whatever them went through and did the hell they had to do. God damn, this motherfucker wheel came off. Shit. Man, I know this. I know he was, man, I know he shit himself. Man, the motherfucking wheel just came off the axle. Like the back driver's side wheel just came off. You can imagine that shit while you driving, boy? Whoa, shit. You know what I'm saying? The thing, man, that happens, bro, is you have to have the full context and conversation. Shout out to the steel curtain. For women to change their current mindset, there will have to be a major calamity of forces. Yep, force the realization of how they stack up in the world. Wait to see exactly. Shout out to Dream Storchies outside eating watermelon, collecting employment. Okay, I guess. Appreciate everybody for the super chat, man. But listen, this is what I'm saying, bro. Even when you don't have the conversation, you just say what you should, what you all this other shit, bro. It's not enough black men that have fully fucking understood and opened their mind up to see this shit. And when you've had a nigga that's done been operating on the from the black female way of getting pussy, that nigga not finna change for you. You got a nigga that's even in his 20s, but not to mention a dude that's 30-something years old. Let's say he's right at 30, right? This dude's 30 years old, and we're not talking about the worst of us. I'm not doing that either. Listen, I'm not promoting hoopies and ray-rays, homosexuals, non-productive niggas, none of that, okay? But what y'all leave like it's no in between. There are motherfucking, you know, Pookies and Ray Rays that get pussy real easy, based off of looks. They're productive and successful niggas that get pussy easy off of fucking, looks and physicality and shit like that too. So, like, when you're saying that a guy that's productive, even though he's productive, the bitch ain't fucking with him because he's productive. She's fucking with him because, again, she's attracted to him. And to MOT's point, brother, it's definitely biological, man. This not my opinion. This is not my opinion. Women are attracted to men that are taller, men that have more a muscular fit look, all those different things. It's a subconscious biological cue for the health of the kids that reproduce. Women choose healthier looking men, more stronger, taller, all those other things, because that's gonna get them the best offspring. Okay? And for both men and women, it's a biological cue for you to do what? Reproduce. That's biology, man. That's science. That's not my opinion. So when I say that it's biology and science, that's exactly what it is. Don't argue with me. Go argue with motherfuckers that ain't even alive no more. and the people that put it and repeated it in books for I don't know how many hundreds of years. So to act like you're gonna get women, even women that are in these other fucking cultures, man. If a woman has a choice, if it's a point where we're gonna go to where like you're talking on some, Muslim society or whoever it may be, where the woman has no choice in choosing her husband, the father chooses the guy and says when and how and where it's gonna happen and all this other shit. Well, hey man, that's the perfect world. You might want to go and move to one of those cultures, okay? But here in America, where the majority of fucking black men are never gonna be able to get out of, even and again. In a perfect world, yes, every nigga will be productive and rich and be able to afford a passport and jet set around the world to get all the baddest, finest bitches that are submissive and all this other shit, but that's not realistic. Okay? It's not realistic. And that's not even just for black people, that's for the majority of people. The majority of people are not ever going to make that kind of fucking money to be able to do what you need to do for your solution, even though your solution is proper. And that's why I be telling you, man, you got extraordinary niggas that are putting their standards or their lifestyles on people that just aren't there yet, or people that just may never make it there. This is why I hate the high value conversation, because the high value conversation, look, bro, everybody's not gonna be high value. Period. It's not. From a money standpoint. And the most important part of this fucking money, the high value shit is the money, bro. There's a reason why less than 10% of the fucking nation makes, or right at 10% makes six figures or better on an individual basis. That shit is not easy. That's why. So when you just come out here and you talk about the money, for one, you're giving the bitches the ultimate alley-oop because it's a disqualifier for 90% of every other man. That's why that's what's never being said about this high value shit. When you say this and you put a demarcation on the shit or a qualification on it for money, that's where only 10% of the fucking men, not even men, 10% of all people make the shit, and you know black women are the ultimate disqualifiers. All black women do is disqualify, bro. We've seen them do it, even to the high value architect yourself. Oh, that nigga dusty. Oh, the nigga ain't got this. Oh, the nigga ain't got that. Oh, he been this. Oh, he been that. Oh, he look like this. Oh, he look like that. Listen, man. That's why I say a lot of shit, it sounds good, but at the same time, man, it's counterproductive and it does more damage good because the women you're dealing with. And I'll say this again. When are y'all niggas going to give Brand Taxes the credit for saying this? It's like no one else says this. Bruh, there has never been and there never will be where any race of people date and make out at a 51% rate. What do I mean by that? There will never, ever be a case where black men go seek out other women other than black women more than black women. It's just not ever going to happen. It's not going to happen. So we had this conversation of which, again, it is a viable option. It's a good solution. The majority of men cannot and will not do it. You're literally suggesting something that's an impossibility for all black men to participate in, or even the majority of black men to participate in. So that's why we keep having this conversation, because at the end of the day, most niggas cannot, they don't have no other option other than that black motherfucking woman. Period. And a lot of niggas, that's what they like. Me, listen, bro, I'm cool with all this other shit or whatever, but I want a light-skinned bitch. That's what I want. That's what I want. Don't ask me why. Hey, Maria and them and all that, they them little the Boricuas and all that shit, little Spanish little things, yeah, they cool and fun and dandy, but it's just something about that goddamn light skinned, red bone, goddamn thick ass. Hey, I don't know what it is, brother. I don't know. This vet is mean as shit. I don't know what it is. But what I'm telling you and what I'm saying is, man, when you don't have the complete and total conversation and you leave brothers boxed out, that leaves room for dissension amongst the ranks. Okay? That leaves chances for these same women to come back in here or the shit that they mama and the bitches they've been fucking with their whole life. That's another thing too. Listen, bruh, niggas is not finna abstain from no pussy. Let me just put that out there too. Listen, this whole thing is pick up and leave. Shout out to Obsidian. Obsidian's like, hey, I'll just go it alone. I'll just go without. Hey, man, you a better man than me, brother. You are a better man than me. When you get down into the fucking statistics about, that's why I tell you, I know y'all need to be capping about these. I ain't fucking no fat bitches. Niggas, 100% of the niggas ain't fucking 30% of the bitches. It's impossible. It's impossible. I'm a very motherfucking analytical dude, bro. When the numbers motherfucking come up, nigga, and you tell me, oh, hey, bro, let them stop, nigga, stop. I've seen enough niggas say the same shit y'all niggas say, and then lo and behold, where I catch him at? Or what does baby mama look like? No, he didn't have no meltdown. Him and ARC was having, old nigga mania 27, as usual. That's just entertaining. They got history. Them niggas are frenemies, man. It's entertaining to me. I don't take it for anything being, real or no real beef or no shit like that. Shout out to Rosemaster Word. Rosemaster Word, listen, man, I understand that, and I agree with you. But again, we're talking about grown men. Grown man starts at what age? What 18-year-old has a passport? What 18-year-old, even if he can afford or buy a passport, can afford to take an international trip to go to the culture of women that he needs to build a family with and build his legacy and his lineage? That's all I'm saying to y'all. When we do this shit, we're not looking at the total picture. That's what a lot of people don't do, because they look at themselves and use the road they took or the lifestyle they live and use that as a measuring stick for everybody else. And it's just like, bro, it's just not that simple. A nigga that's 5'5" and a nigga that's 6'5" don't have the same motherfucking struggles or advantages in life. You just don't. We both niggas, we both men, but nigga, I promise you, we're gonna have two different outlooks in life. Pun intended. We're gonna have two different vantage points in life over something that will be as trivial as height. Yeah, it's trivial on the surface, but when you really get down into it and start fleshing the shit out, nah, man, it's totally different. My whole thing, man, is just understanding the fact of the matter that, look, bro, you cannot play the game. or you can change up and, you know, change the league that you're in, all those things, and win. But okay, that's gonna work for you. What are the other brothers supposed to do that's not where you're at just yet? These niggas supposed to just keep the dry dick? They're supposed to go buy pussy for forever? What are they supposed to do? They're supposed to trick it out? Trick it out or sit it out. That's what you're pretty much telling them. When again, at the end of the day, as much as niggas let it go, I don't love these hoes, they worry about these bitches. A lot of you niggas out here want a woman to yourself. You want somebody to motherfucking rub your motherfucking bunions and your shoulders when they get sore, you nigga. There's nothing wrong with that. Alright? You want some pussy that's yours that nobody else can get. A lot of you niggas is that way. I understand it. Y'all act like, hey man, it's just your turn, it's just your turn. But at the end of the day, nigga, some of y'all niggas out here got goddamn restraining orders now, nigga. You know who you is. I don't even know who you are. That's not no veiled threat. Like I ain't look nobody up or no shit like that. But you niggas, you got some homeboys, you got somebody know that done went crazy over a bitch, and you know he just couldn't let her go. Maybe it's you, maybe it's a nigga you know. That's why I be telling y'all, man. I'm just a real nigga about the shit, bro. I've been a simp, nigga. I've been there, done that. I'm willing to motherfucking admit this shit though, so I can map it out for the young nigga that's coming behind me to let him understand. Hey, bro, don't do that shit. It ain't worth it. She gonna say she love you. She gonna say she this. She gonna say she that. All this other shit. But happy wife, all this, hey, all this shit bullshit, bro. No, don't do it, bro. Trust me. Listen. How do you know? Well, listen, brother. I can tell you this is example right here. This is example right here. This is example. Oh, well, that's anecdotal. Well, hey, listen here, bro. Hey, man. There's never gonna be any realistic statistics on this shit of dealing with women. That's another big thing too, bro. We all about motherfucking data and the stats and the numbers and shit around here. But, bro, come on. This is the same space that say, don't believe what they say, believe what they do, right? So any motherfucking survey-based fucking study to where bitches say what they do, what they don't do, what they will do, what they don't want, or what they do want, that shit's a goddamn lie, bro. It's all cap. It's cap. Shout out to motherfucking Sober Ryan Speak. Exactly, bro. There is, bro. How the hell, nigga, I told y'all, women, but especially black women, are like a fucking, a LED Rubik's Cube, nigga, with ever-changing colors. You will never figure it out. You won't. And if you do figure it out, the shit will self-destruct like a Mission Impossible. Like a Mission Impossible fucking message, nigga. Even if you win, you lose. You understand that shit? All I'm saying, man, is we gotta have the motherfucking conversation to the fullest, bro. And we can't just speak in absolutes and say, hey, do this shit, make them and fuck them and just sit it out. And I'm like, look, man, I feel you. I understand that is viable. That is a great point. That is a good strategy. But how many brothers can realistically apply that to their situation? That's the question that never gets asked. And that's the most important question, if you really think about it. This space is for black men. We speak here for the advantage of black men. Men first. Shout out to fucking GMB. Shout out to Grown Man Business, right? I agree with that. But at the same time, man, you have to have this fucking conversation. And this is the worst part about being a fucking teacher or a leader. You have to constantly reinforce and restate the same fucking purpose, the principles, and all this shit. Why? Because what? If you're going to have new people that come under your leadership, so you're going to have to do either one or two things. And eventually, you're still going to have to do it yourself. You're either going to delegate to somebody else to train the people that are their subordinates or their peers, the philosophy that you've instilled into them. But eventually, you're going to have to do it yourself because all those other people that are coming, But leaders themselves are at some point in time, if they're doing it right, they're going to graduate to where they have their own people that they're leading. So eventually, if you're a good fucking leader, you make leaders. So you're going to have to constantly keep retraining, re-educating these brothers to go out and do it for other people, man, other brothers, bro. Even the one-on-one videos, listen, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Even the one-on-one videos, bro, listen. People like Tommy Sowell, Jordan Peterson, has been doing this talking shit for hours fucking long, bro. There's a reason why they keep they get paid and they accept the money to do lectures, to have their opinion that's for however many years old. But Tommy Sowell is like, what, over fucking damn near, what, 40 years old now at this point? And still repeat the same thing. Why? Because it's not the same, bro. Again, that leads to the allure of what we do here with this live streaming shit, why it's so popular and why everybody's coming this route. Bro, people want to have real-time interactions. People want to have scenarios. People want to put themselves into the shoes of the things you're talking about to see, for one, if it can stand the test of time, because a lot of people want to challenge shit. Most motherfuckers want to try and make you look stupid and make you like what the fuck you talking about. Niggas love doing that, for one. But then, two, they really, really want to personalize it. They need to personalize it, again, for the Withams. Who the hell said Jordan Peterson compromised? The fuck? Something happened that I don't know about? When the hell was this? Cool, you got to explain that, brother. I don't know how the hell Jordan Peterson is compromised, but... And to the point of, listen, man. Listen, bro. Careful going away. The man has the right to want what he wants. I'm not saying that. I'm not here to tell no man what he can't get. All right? But at one point, again, a good leader cannot demand of the fucking people what he's not willing to do himself. Okay? All right? And also, I think old man is thinking from the point and a reference of how things should be. So from the point and reference of how things should be, hey, whatever his height and all this other shit or whatever should be irrelevant. So he should have access to any woman he wants. The thing about it is, again, it's not reality. At least not yet. In the perfect world, in the way that things should be operating, yeah, old man, shoot for the bitch that's 5'8" and higher or whatever, in top 10 university, all this other shit, all these other things. But when we get into the realistic aspect of it, again, how are you going to demand something of a woman that you don't have yourself as a man? That shot the Jessica as she doing that thing on B. Simone. I just saw the B. Simone shit. We can't tell, it can't have black women chastising other women and saying, hey, you can't be out here demanding shit you don't have yourself. But then as men say the same shit. Especially then again when we say, hey, well, I don't give a fuck about your degree. That's the whole PhD joke. So that kind of defeats and flies in the face of the PhD thing when you're saying, okay, well, she got to be a top 10 university, blah, blah, blah. Well, why? Well, it's because, like he said, then why? His answers are because that's his personal reasoning. When you personalize it, again, that's going to work for you. Yeah, stall him out, man. Come on, man. Hey, something you can help, man. Listen, we gonna send old man some goddamn some hike socks, man. We gonna send some hike socks. He was definitely not supposed to tell me that shit. That nigga's never supposed to say 5'9" yesterday. He's definitely supposed to say 5'9". Come on, man. Come on. Son, come on, man. Y'all stall him out, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Stall him out. But no, that's all I'm saying. So it's like, oh man, it's not no personal attack at all, brother. It's not, man. It's all love. As a man, bro, you have the right to want whatever it is you want, man. But again, at the same time, like I said, man, it's kind of hypocritical. We're out here telling black women, hey, be realistic, according to what you qualify for. And again, if you're talking about you want to be with black women, I think man said that's what he wants. That's the type of woman you want. If that's the measure that they're using for their choosing of a mate, well, I mean, you can wish and hope, But again, like I said, want in one hand, shit in the other, see which one fills up faster. At the end of the day, man, again, every man wants a woman to be a normally, healthily functioning man. You need a woman. Just on some physical and biological shit. Nigga, if you want to jergens it up, hey, and by all means, that's all it needs for you, and you want to do that for a lifetime, brother, by all means, hey, you got it, brother. A lot of these niggas that do the MGTOW monk thing or whatnot, what have you, hey, brother, more power to you, you got it. But even at that point, they became monks after a fact. These niggas didn't start out like that. My whole thing is, man, like, it's just like, we gotta be aware of that, man, because like I said, if and when you just jump out here and you get on some undeserved type shit, that's subjective, man. Everybody feels like they deserve, the best of the best. I hope that's what you're supposed to as a man. Even if you out here you shoveling shit, as they say, right? If you're a 2001 motherfucking manure fucking picker upper, bro, I don't think you should regulate yourself to the twos and fews and the fours and belows. If you can get a dime, you can get your fucking dime, even though you shovel shit for a living. I don't think you should be restricted, but at the same time, that bitch has the right to be like, nigga, you shovel shit, get out of my face. That's just the realistic aspect of it. I understand it, bro. I understand it. Bitches got choices. Again, shout out to MOT. If you don't want bitches to have choices, go somewhere where bitches don't have choices. But even when you say your desired woman that you want is an African American black woman, bro, that bitch definitely got choice, and she gonna motherfucking use it. This shit's fucking. I'm telling you, man. That's the whole thing. It's just like have a full conversation. Don't just be like, that's it. That's what I said. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's gonna be. Because nigga, you gonna end up lonely. You gonna end up disappointed. And the troops are gonna fucking, walk off. Why? Because damn, the way you saying is like, nigga, oh, we just not gonna get no pussy? No. Think about that. Listen, you got these places that's predominantly black. I always use Macon. Macon is like 75% fucking black community, bro. One of the highest poverty rates in Georgia, right? So these niggas can't afford to go outside of fucking Macon and drive to Atlanta to try and either get a chick or to go up to fucking Athens or go down to what's the place with a higher like Augusta or no shit like that. He ain't got the money to do it. He didn't even got the money to do his own state. So how you gonna tell this dude that ain't got money to fucking go an hour or 2 hours, 3 hours to another city that has, better finances, more non-black women, all these other things, to get a motherfucking passport and hop on a plane and go to motherfucking DR or Colombia, shout out to Marco, or wherever the fuck, or Europe, or Africa, where the bitch is at. Then they go to the mall, buy some motherfucking J's, some jeans, put a gold grill in his mouth, Do what he gotta do, put some rims on the motherfucking box Chevy or the Cutlass Supreme, and do what he gotta do to get pussy where he at. That's the reality of it. So all I'm saying, man, is like saying you gotta understand the reality of a lot of the brothers, man. The majority of brothers, before we just be like, hey man, do this shit and that's it. Especially like, bro, I'm never gonna give a 18-year-old, a 25-year-old cat, not even a 35-year-old cat, a 30-year-old dude, the same advice of me at being 37 years old, man. It's just totally different. Totally different, bro. What's his career status? What's his ultimate fucking goals? All that shit comes into play. Does he want a family? Does he just want a girl? Does he want to get married? All that shit goes into, again. All I can do is advise him from the data and stuff that I have, the actual data that can be applied to shit, and my anecdotal life experience. Not just mine, though, plenty of other motherfuckers. And not even just black dudes. The reason why I never, ever, ever had a fucking joint account with my old lady was because of what the stories white dudes told me about white dudes in the motherfucking military. Some of them were first-hand personal stories. This dumbass dude, and he deserved it because he was a piece of shit. He didn't like me, and I'm glad. I don't even know how we came upon it, but and I see why he was such a dick, though. But I see why the bitch did what she did to him. Because he was a dick. He wasn't a nigga, he was a white boy. Little short, angry, fluffy motherfucker, for one. Dude was like 5'5", maybe 5'6". He's a piece of shit. And his old lady, bro, fucked some other dude, cleaned the house out, and left him while he was on deployment. Took everything. Called the bitch to come pick him up. The day he got back from the boat, and she's like, "Oh, I'll be there." So he had to wait like an hour and a half. He called her back. She was like, "I just didn't know how to break it to you, but I'm going. I'm out." I'm out. Broke. He can't even pay for a taxi, bro, to get home. And then we finally got someone to give him a ride home. Whole house cleaned out. I learned that shit from white boys. I seen this my real self on my deployment, bro. 2015. Dude got a fucking selective reenlistment bonus. $15,000 tax-free zone, which means he got $7,500 up front. On the 15th, we was just finna pull in. The day before we was finna pull in, bro. Next day we pull in, bro. Buddy is cleaned out. Her cell phone is gone. Facebook account, motherfucker, deleted. She's in the wind with all his money. Me neither, Derek. Me neither. Hey, I'm going to jail. I'm going. And like I said, I care so much about my old lady, brother. I said, look, so I don't motherfucking end up in jail and you don't end up in the hospital or in the ground. We'll just do that. If you need something, you hit me up. Tell me what you need. I'll send it to you. If a bitch ever go through my motherfucking money and take it without my fucking authority, clean all my shit off of my hard-earned fucking blood, sweat, and tears and all this motherfucking shit work that I done did, oh, it's gonna be a motherfucking problem. Rael, hey, Bounty, Mr. Clean, Ajax, Clorox, Scrubby Bubbles, nigga, Clean, Outcast. Ain't nobody don't ask me. I'm dressed so fresh. So fresh and so clean, nigga, clean. Done. Mind you, not just the 7,500 now. The dirty bitch wait till the fucking 15 hit. Tax free zone. Let me drop this check. Let me see what y'all niggas though, man. Let me put this in here. No, dude, not me. Hell no. I wouldn't be doing it if that was me. I would have never been on YouTube. Yeah, man. Gotta be careful out here, bro. See, listen, look at Doug. I can't take that kind of L, man. I can't do it. I just can't. $70K, bro. I can't. See, listen. Yeah, I can't do none of that crazy ass shit, man. So that's why I say you gotta tell the whole story, man. If you tell the whole story, that shit'll get missed if you don't tell it. You know what I mean? It ain't cause I'm broke. It ain't cause I'm this and that. You know, and that's another big thing too, man. You gotta stop it, bruh. Triggering shit that you say, like, bruh, I ain't been poor since I was a kid. And a lot of the shit and references that niggas refer to is because, like, oh, well, that's poor nigga shit. That's poor man shit. Poor man did that. Like, bro, no. No, bro. I ain't seen motherfucking officers, motherfuckers. Six-figure motherfuckers, military members go through a lot of shit. That's why I tell y'all, this military shit, bro, is like one of the best case studies ever. Bro, you see it all. And I'm one of the very few people that understand, bro, all your rank means is what you get paid. Motherfuckers think, oh, this guy's a captain in the Navy. He would never. No, motherfucker, he's a man that works a job for a certain amount of time, and he has a pay grade. He's a human being. That's what he is. Human beings fuck up. Human beings, some of them are pieces of shit. And no title, no rank is going to change that. You know what I mean? Weird ass, horrible ass motherfuckers I didn't see, man, that would have. I told y'all about the dude in my first command. This dude was fucking his fucking own stepdaughter, bro, for years.
Wow. Whoa.
For fucking years. For years, bro.
Did you say his own stepdaughter? Because
yes.
I forgot what the fuck I was even gonna say. God damn.
Yes, bro. This dude, he's shot at number 16. I would be doing the race if that happened to me. Yeah, man. Listen, bro. This dude was a piece of shit. He was cool, and like I said, shout to Zero, bro. Money and power, all it does is give a motherfucker the reason to be who they really are.
Yeah, I don't disagree
really
with you.
Motherfuckers just and this is some shit. The countries that make people be in the fucking military, I believe that's some shit right there, bro. It will give people a whole new perspective and understanding of life, bro. It really would. I didn't say you had to do the whole 4 years, just like a year service, like 2 years of some shit, just for motherfuckers to get some type of fucking order and structure. That would change a whole much shit. It just really would. But I'm telling you, man, this dude was he made chief. And as soon as he made chief, this dude turned into the ultimate fucking dick. And I'm just like, damn, bro, like, what's going on? Like, what the fuck? This motherfucker kept felling me on a room inspection when he know I didn't stay in the room. Well, he's like, well, yeah, man, it's just the rules or whatever. You got to check out the barracks. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna check out the fucking barracks. We all know I just started getting BAH, and if me and my old lady don't work out, you think I'm a fucking but I wasn't getting BAH yet. That's what it was. So the thing was, I wasn't getting BAH yet. So I was staying with my baby mom that with my baby mom yet, but soon to be baby mom, not to my knowing, and I'm just like, bro, I'm not getting paid BAH. I'm not gonna check out of the fucking barracks. If I check out of the barracks, I lose my room. Then I gotta go through all this motherfucking shit to get back into fucking not being homeless if this shit don't work. Well, he said, man, your name's on the room, so you're responsible, this and the other. And I'm like, well, hey, man, nah, man. He did this shit like twice, bro. Within a couple of months, come to find out, man, this dude been fucking his own stepdaughter for years, bro. I forget what even made her snitch on him.
Jesus. Yeah, that's a little heavy there. Hey, good afternoon. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. What up, Truth? That would be bro Truth to make the distinction.
Yeah, man, get it right, man. I'm about to go ahead and hit that nigga with a copyright strike, man. Knocking my out, bro.
Hey, man,
I only caught. Man, that nigga been watching too much Pornhub, bro.
Yeah. Hey, let me say this. I got you talk about that stepdaughter shit, man. I'm trying to get my mind off that shit, man. Yo, I'm only responding to the title, and I only heard your last 10 minutes, but I just want some clarity on something, fam. You had said something about old man seeing things from he tries to frame things from an ideal perspective, whereas, and again, I'm basing this off the title, whereas MOT was saying, hey, this is the reality and this is how I'm going to react to. Is that kind of what you responded to from that show earlier today?
Yeah, sort of, kind of. So they're both saying this from how things should be perspective. MOT's is more realistic than Obsidian's is because his solution is easier. Obsidian's solution
I totally agree.
Say again?
I said I totally agree. I was gonna expound on that, but go ahead.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Obsidian's saying is also how it's Ray, you got what's in the back. Obsidian's thing is what women should do this, they should pick based off of this and la because other cultures other women do this and la. MOT shit is just like, well, nah, man, fuck these bitches not gonna do what they supposed to do. What you need to do is take control and take yourself out of the motherfucking market and put yourself in the best market that's going to work for you. So that's why I agree with MOT. The whole thing, again, is like just, putting it into context and giving the full fucking purview of the discussion. You know what I mean? They're both right at points, but you got to, again, have the complete and total conversation to flesh the shit out. So the motherfuckers that are, they on the fence, they buy in. You feel me?
Like, give me the quick rundown again of that discussion, though, because to remind me of them.
Who's that speaking?
I'll listen to the show, bro.
I'll give a recap.
The shit.
Give me a quick recap of both perspectives again, because I've seen so many fucking streams, man. Come on, man. I know. Help me out.
Hey, but who's that speaking that said that the recap with the I can't tell who that is. It's not showing your name. Oh, Ray. Ray, what up? So on Bernard's show today, it was MOP, and he was responding. I believe the title of the show was something to the effect of should the average guy expect submission or some shit like that. One of them overdone titles, but MOP's premise was basically MOT's, pardon me. I said MOP. MOT's premise.
Rappers now?
Annie up and shit. MOT's premise was, this is, again, I'm over summarizing. I'm sure some people will say, no, that ain't all what he said. Basically, look, this is the environment. Men shouldn't be judged. Men should be judged by their productivity. In other words, their skill sets, what have you. And if you're dealing with a woman, or I forget the term that he uses, a reptile, that's what he says. Always makes me laugh. If you're dealing with a reptile that don't respect that, you should go where that's respected versus trying to fit into this. And he made the specific point in saying that he thinks Obsidian is the perfect spokesperson, being air quotes average guy who's talking to average women who have an overinflated sense of self. Now, obviously, the chat was like, yeah, he talking down to that nigga. I understood what he was saying. He was like, where Obsidian has the patience to do that shit. Somebody's got the background.
Well, yeah, I was about to come in.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
Okay.
God damn, I don't want to hear my. Oh, it's okay. So, anyways, old man joins, and this is what I wanted to speak on that wasn't talked about too much. So his arch nemesis ARC joins or whatever, and it's like, what you got to show for this or whatever. It turns into this, and my point of contention, by the way, I agree with MOT. I actually agree with Obsidian, but I recognize that we ain't in the environment that Obsidian is talking about. So you got to kind of throw out the ideal that there is. But when ARC came on there, he was basically like, how do I summarize this point? I'm almost done. He is basically like, if you get a lot of ass, then you're not going to be as motivated. So you won't develop skills. And then, of course, he had to, as he usually does, and I hope he's listening to the audience because I will repeat this to him, as he usually does, he gets into his nigga tales of how bitches was taking care of him and all he just had was good dick or whatever. And I'm like, dude. So judging yourself.
Who was saying that? Who was saying that right there?
ARC.
And I'm
ARC. Yeah, ARC. So I'm just like,
it's a grain of salt with him for me though. But go.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, that's the points. And my whole thing is that where MOT is totally right on is that we have more brothers who actually see things like ARC in a sense, and that, well, they get pussy, so it don't matter if they are homosexual, whatever, and what have you. Whereas getting pussy is some of the easiest shit to get. So why are you judging yourself on something that's so easy to obtain, even from some decent looking 6, 7s, and 8s? In my opinion, at least, but then it turns to the whole dick waving contest and all that shit. So that's kind of the recap.
But you missed the part when ARC hit him with the walker.
Refreshing my memory. I forgot.
Yeah, so you missed the part when ARC hit old man with his walker, and then old man took his tapioca pudding and threw it at him, and then that's when a nurse came in and broke it up.
Old nigga mania 25. Oh yeah, brother.
For real, the whole fight smelled like fucking Bengay and Metamucil, man.
Yeah, and a lot of that too, from when I got, because I hopped on like soon as this nigga like came online. And yeah, and I agree with a lot of Fantastic said before like my shit went out or whatever, and I had to correct my audio to tune back in. And I shut everything out, nigga, because it was some real shit. But see, the thing is like, what's the ratio of women with children versus women that are, childless in America?
Overall?
Yeah.
Things like 70%.
Somebody got the echo, man.
So therefore,
hey, bro, I think you got YouTube running in the background. You need to
yeah, if you got YouTube on,
what's going on? Okay, can you hear me now?
Bro, you gotta cut your YouTube out.
Oh, me?
You can hear you, but you're still echoing. I think. Yeah, you're still echoing, fam. Yeah, you're still echoing.
Ricola.
So am I echoing now?
We can tell when you say something. It's only when we say something. When we say something. But anyway, shout out to Big Top Flight 5.
Yeah, but okay, like so. Therefore, so it's basically we're really saying that the one will have to deal with what, a baby mother.
That's what I'm telling. That's another thing too. That's why, and I'll be picking that up tomorrow on Bernard's thing. I want to give away the bag.
But see, the thing is though, if a woman gets a man or whatever, basically she has to submit to that man. Like she has to, yeah, because she already had like another man's seed, man. And I mean, like, no, like she's gonna have to like, yeah, put in more work than the woman that is childless. That's fit, feminine, friendly.
But that's what I'm saying.
Brought up like that, you know what I mean, from knee high, you know what I mean, and so, and the thing is though, man, we gotta keep on fighting this movement. I hear guys talking about like, oh man, the guys in the ministry, man, just a whole bunch of red You know what I mean? It's just guys, it's guys fighting each other, you know what I mean? Shit like that, you know what I mean? And motherfuckers come back again, do it another round and all that shit. But the thing is, though, I come to accept that shit. Hey, you know what I mean? That's part of the manosphere. That's what the motherfucking manosphere going to do. The point is, though, is to keep this shit going, you know what I mean? Because they're going to keep, you know what I mean, with the feminist shit, you know what I mean? So therefore, why give up? I was hearing motherfuckers in the Discord talking about, like, it just kind of like sounded defeated, though. I'm sorry, my niggas, but that, you know what I mean? Respect, but I'm like, I'm sorry, my nigga. I'm 5 years sauced up in this shit, you know what I mean? And I cannot go back. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? So therefore, when I say not go back, I mean like as in blue pill mode, you know what I mean? So therefore, a woman's gonna have to just be submissive, bro, straight up. And like what Fantastic said, man, like it ain't about the motherfucker. Like he ain't gotta have like 6 figures and all that shit, man, to be like high value, man. Because there's a lot of hardworking motherfuckers, damn it, that's earning between $30 and $40 damn dollars and shit. You know what I mean? Maybe 50. Been around motherfuckers make 60, 70. You know what I mean? Hell. So therefore, I may not be up there, in that tier. But by God, I'm gonna try to affiliate myself with around such motherfuckers, And by God, hell, let it be cool them that they work out too and shit. Boom, we work out there and network through there. You know what I mean? Hey, and I can be cool with this motherfucker. Hey, you know what I mean? And
But
shit, bring me to his crib.
say
You know what I
this.
mean? Fuck with some bitches and shit, man. You know what I mean? But damn it. But the thing is, though, on the point though, you know what I mean? But on the point though, my nigga, is like this, man. You know what I mean? There's gonna be acceptance on both parts, you know what I mean? But the thing is, though, the women are gonna have to learn, you know what I mean, through all the examples of the manosphere and including Kevin Samuels, you know what I mean? They're gonna have to submit, man. They're gonna have to give up their damn masculine ass ways, you know what I mean? If we're gonna come to a successful if we're going to come to a successful relationship, man, where we're going to have to like build like that strong bridge, that's what's going to have to happen. And the women going to have to know, damn it, that hey, we ain't going to take it no more. You can't come to us. You 40.
Ray, this is the thing, though. Real quick, this is the thing, right? You're still going to have to come to the table with that woman, period. And again, like I said, when you make the distinction and promote the 6-figure niggas, which again only it's even a lesser number of 6-figure black men than there are every other man compared to other races. That's what I'm saying, man. You're disqualifying more men, and because that gives black women the reason to out and complain or again disqualify the other people. That's the whole thing. So that's I think that's why it's counterproductive from the aspect of the whole high value thing.
Hey Ray, I just want to appreciate you for that hearty word salad you just laid on us. It was very nutritious, man. It had a lot of words in there. I was kind of full.
I got a lot more, brothers, but you know what I mean. But I'm willing to be patient and space it out and share it on the next panel or whatever. So you know what I mean, because I value, you know what I mean, what a lot of you niggas say though. So you know what I mean. But granted, best believe I don't worship none of you motherfuckers. I'll take, you know what I mean, a lot of shit. You know what I mean. I'll take a chunk here and a chunk here. Fantastic, damn it. He coming with big ass chunks one day. You know what I mean. I maybe feel like I don't get great with him on that one, but you know what I mean, you still my nigga, you know what I mean? Hell,
I didn't know that was second. Oh my god.
It's whatever.
It's too much.
Hey, we got it's on you, bro.
But real talk though, man. Like I'll listen to the stream, and I completely agree with you on the fact that you're not gonna dictate to a 5'7" dysfunctional college graduate, a bad bitch. You're not going to dictate to her saying, hey, you're going to get down with a 51 plus, partially disabled dude. Now, I mean, I know slide on old man. Again, like you said, you can have your own standards, set your own standards and go for the goal. But that your standards, quickly come to fucking earth, right? When you actually try to push them up against the real world. You're looking for a model, young, college graduated bitch. She already got a head in the fucking clouds because she tall as fuck. She look like a model, and she's a college graduate with a Big Ten school or whatever the fuck. She young. How do you match up with the rest of the market? You know what I mean? Like that's the real question. How do you, bro? I think
Ray, you got it up, bro.
Still echoing, bro. But yeah, how do you realistically match up to the rest of the niggas out there, man? That's
I believe I don't disagree with you. I use the old expression, you got to bring ass to get ass. You know, I think I wasn't even gonna I said troubleshoot. I'm thinking I'm working. I wasn't even gonna debate that just ridiculous criteria of this level of specificity of the particular school that they have to go to. I mean, that's to me just completely ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I think Game Changer brought it up. Like, man, why would you want these educated? I got a PhD chicks anyway, bro. Man, I want my bitch retarded. I want that whole drooling.
You said you want to retard.
For real, man. For real.
I mean, that's my nigga. That's my nigga GC though.
Try to turn on the light switch, man. Like, for real. I don't need your input on shit. Just sit in the corner, wait till I make me a sandwich. You know what I mean? No, I'm just fucking around, man. But but
it's just hilarious.
I done dealt with them kind of chicks, man. Doctors and shit, man. It's get too fucking, you know.
Let me jump in real briefly.
It's that old shit, man. Like what chicks be like, I'll submit to a man that I'm submitting to, right? This shit start off like pretty cool, right? You know, fucking with the holes of the education and all this. It should start off cool, man. But again,
what's craziest to me is
when shit gets on, like get comfortable with this shit, bro. The real personality start breaking out, bro. Like for real. If that submission only lasts so long, especially if a bitch is putting on the front, bro. That shit only lasts so long. Then that educated hoe come out. I went to Harvard. I got my degree in motherfucking space age, goddamn sociology or some bullshit like that.
I was gonna simply say that this is, to me, if this was 1955, 1965. I guess I could see it that way, but this is perception versus reality. And to have those things, all women from Big Ten schools are like this, or from the Ivy League that are like this. Listen, man, I got 4 cousins that went to the University of Michigan. All right, that's a Big Ten school. Last I checked, man. Well, I won't disrespect my family on this. I'm gonna just say this: that a lot of people. Reality, like I said, there's perception and there's reality. That's why I don't even think it should even be broached. It's like if your requirements are that narrow, then you sound just as delusional as these women you criticize. And again, I'm a fan of old man, but this one I completely disagree with him on this one.
Steven, it's on you, bro. Go ahead.
It's not the attacking standards. It's just coming to reality, man. It's like you can't be 51 expecting you're gonna make first round draft pick in the NFL. Nigga, what? Citizen Lou?
It's on Steven. Steven, it's on you, bro. Go ahead.
How you look there?
I heard you, Citizen Lou. You good? Go ahead. Go ahead, Steven.
Can you not hear me?
Hello? Yeah.
How you lot doing? You lot doing good, yeah?
You kind of low, bro.
Oh shit.
Well, your might always be low, bro. I don't know what it is.
Man, you got that
It's on SKC. SKC, go ahead, bro.
That Negro wireless over there.
Nah, man. I just have one thing to say really quickly. Okay, first of all, that stuff.
What's up, man?
that stuff was funny this morning. It really was to me. But I think I would say probably somewhere between 85 to 95% MOT was right. But the real comedy to me was ARC, man.
As I said,
did you hear that this dude? You got. I don't think people really picked up on what the dude said. Okay, think about this. This is an individual that went to a top 10 university, whose father has a plaque on the wall for I forgot what degree or whatever, but well known. And 2-parent family.
Mother was a professor also too.
Right. And you're going to tell me that coming from that stock, that you got to a point in your life where the only thing that that was pushing you forward to succeed and to push into other things was sex? Are you in? It's like, I mean, it's like, it's like you got a degree from a top tier university and you come from that stock and your mindset was there.
Well, that's actually SKC. That's what most men's mind are.
Man,
that's why.
Come on.
Well, hold on. Let me.
No. He's saying I'm gonna go where he didn't go. He's basically saying, look, all you got to show for your life is this, what you do, real talk, and I think it's
Well, no. Hold on.
That's a waste.
No, but listen to me.
That's a waste. I'm sorry, dude. It's like if you come out of that from a top 10, focusing on finance, and so forth, and the result is your focus is on this subject. That's a waste, dude.
Yeah, but hold on, wait.
Again,
hold on. I wouldn't say it's a waste because again, he took that and monetized it. So
he's helped out a lot of motherfuckers that read his book and shit, bro. So I wouldn't say it's a complete waste.
Real quick, Rocho. This is what I'm saying, and this is why I say we have to look at it in totality. Even if you may not agree with it and it's bitch centric, it's ARC's way is catered to the bitches because you're doing any and everything for the bitch because the goal is the bitch. But again, you can't say it's a waste. Hold on, wait. You can't say it's a waste because this man, like I said, he wrote several books and he's been compensating for that, and he used his life experience for the whole, the whole thing. So the regardless of what you may think of his way of thinking, the results of it was an overall net positive. And
no. I don't think you hear what I'm saying. Fantastic. I'm not saying so far as
him up yet. Shit, we didn't say his name more than 3 times by now, right? Usually after the third time, he conjures out of nowhere.
True. And I'm gonna get out of here, but I'm just saying so far as think about it. I'm saying think about it from the perspective of a parent. Look at what was poured out to give this individual the step ahead, and this is the result. Are you kidding? Like, come on, dude.
I love the laugh.
Are you serious?
Is that
Do you understand that if you was to put this like as because a lot of people like to go into the whole racism stuff. If this was a white dude, they would say you failed. This is what you made of it. I got my name I have a plaque and my picture on the wall at this place, and this is what you do? Really? Get out of here.
I disagree.
I wouldn't take anything from him, bro, because I mean, if you look, but I see what you're saying as far as like the importance, because I think I made this a point before in regards to the importance of a dating coach. In the overall scheme of things, like it's not like you're fixing roads or doing any kind of fucking skyscraper architecture. You know what I mean? Shit that builds civilizations. But to say that his entire pedigree as an author is mute. I wouldn't make that jump. You know what I mean? I think he's probably offered a lot of value to a shit ton of dudes, generations.
Yeah, but the problem there is that he loves to throw his shit in your face. Whereas I'm like, okay, motherfucker, what did you do with it? You're the one who said.
This is true. He's a walking infomercial. He's a walking infomercial, but it's because he's a business. You know what I mean? I can't knock that man hustle, man.
I'm not talking about.
I'll give it right back to you, brother. True, but what I'm saying is this. Like, I'm not saying the whole thing of the monetization of it and the brand, like that's not a good thing. I'm not taking that away from the dude. But what I'm saying is that with the background that you have and what you had as a foundation,
I got what you're saying. Yep.
It should be like, take for instance, like what was that? What was the dude that I would say that the younger dude, what's his name? That he gets mad at sometimes.
Oh, Darius M.
That one, and it's another dude. I forget him. He came out the manosphere or whatnot. But
AMS.
Yes, yeah. It should be with the background and foundation that he had. There should be no way that his brand should be anywhere near. It's like it should be on a whole nother level. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I think that's a subjective view, man. Like you really don't know what turns this nigga life took. You know what happened. You know what I mean? Or what decisions he made at certain crucial moments. You know, that's a subjective view. That is a view worth analyzing. But until you actually, I guess dive into the history of ARC, you really, can't judge a man for his decisions.
Yeah, because SKC, I want to say this. I kind of feel like that's one of those like archetypes black men get put in. Like if we came from this background, we need to do this. Because like you said, if he was white, he'd be seen as a failure. I disagree because, I mean, you see there's a lot of white people whose parents had a different background and then they end up doing something totally different. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
I don't think that's necessarily a knock against them.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But what I'm saying is this, and I'll put it like in a sports analogy. If a kid came from the stock of, I grew up with my dad playing in the show with the Showtime Lakers, and I get on the court and I'm trash, it should be looked at a lot worse than an individual that was going to the park by themselves and then, got into the NBA and then they're trash. And that's all I'm saying. And people just don't want to say it.
I
just kind of disagree, but it's all good.
I guess it would be synonymous if like some like hedge fund banker, trust fund baby dude that some big ass motherfucking oil tycoon had a son that became a world famous porn star. You know what I mean? It will be It would be looked at as, why would you go into porn? But hey, I'm famous.
Exactly.
So, but I don't think that's not really a marker for whether or not he's successful or not. You know what I mean? He just he's successful author. Can't take anything away from his.
No, we're not knocking that. And I've known the guy. Yeah, I've known him long before this YouTube. Okay, and we have our back and forths. My thing is he throws when I say he throws in your face. He throws his education in your face.
And there you go. That's
what I'm talking about. That shit to the highest order.
That's the point, Sir Tice. That is the point of what I'm getting at.
Okay, I see what you're saying, SKC. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
Now, by the way, funny you mentioned about the porn star. Ron Jeremy used to actually be a math teacher, if you can believe that. But yeah, he will throw his education in your face. And I'm like, okay, well, what have you done in your field of study? And he'll go, and he has said time and time again, I'm not repeating anything that he hasn't said himself, that he didn't start making money until he was in his 50s. He had a bunch of little jobs. So yes, you can look at what SKC was saying. It's like, damn, dude, you came from this stock. I went to a small school, and I'm not going to get into what I make or whatever. Niggas try to find you on the internet and shit. But I'll just say this. I've been making that shit since I've been in my 30s. So yes, when someone uses that, it's no different than how we criticize everybody's favorite dating coach who got roasted on Saturday or whatever, the same dude who brags about one thing but shows no receipts. So it's the same thing, but we can move on.
And I'm gonna turn it over. But I'll just go right over to what MOT says, and I think that it absolutely fits. Just like Sir Tice was saying, look at the foundation, the stock of where the dude came from, and then look at the track record. That's not impressive, man. I'm sorry. It's not.
Hey, can I get it real quick for MOT
Yeah,
jump on?
real quick. Shout out to number 16 for not sure how any of this is relevant. Hey man, hey, all the old niggas can get it, man. Everybody, you know how we can do over here. Shout out to Kukamati for the 5. If there any other kind of men that aren't F boys, that aren't a Pookie and Ray Ray, kind of working class, white collar type, and also the opposite of E-Lame, man, it's plenty, man. Again, one of the biggest things, and somebody said it here, it's too easy to be typecast as a black dude, man. But anyway, Sister Lou, go ahead.
Yeah, real quick. I watched the playback, and I did have an issue with what Obsidian was saying about, using the empirical data and being all analytical about women in America, because women aren't analytical. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just to say, use all these, these stats and stuff like that, and just to ignore it and how fucked up this. I ain't gonna say fucked up, but
no,
women
it's
do
fucked up.
Women do have women do have like way more, like means of communication now. Like I remember when I was in the Navy, this is not a dictate. I'm just gonna say it real quick. This girl I knew, she came through and then we met up and then she left. And the next day she got married. And I mean, that's just, what I mean? Because without social media though, we would have never even met up or anything like that. So like just to say that, and that dude made a lot of money, he still got cheated on.
Not
so
a detail, you say?
Hey, MOT, I got a question.
What do you say? What
by
you
the way,
say,
before you speak?
Because you do got me.
Nothing.
What do you say?
Citizen Lou, you got to start your stories off. Well, back in my day.
I just had to put it out there because not everything is analytical. Because, like he said, in Obsidian's world, that should have never happened. That's all I wanted to say because it's not like that. Analytics and women just don't go in the same.
But I noticed Andy likes to real quick. Andy likes to say that everything is anecdotal. Listen, man, anything with where you're talking about interpersonal relationships and the man-woman dynamic is anecdotal because, like you said, there's no way to verify that any of the data that you're being given is completely and totally honest because it's all done through surveys. Unless you got a fucking what do you call that shit? Cheaters. Unless you got motherfucking cheaters and a private investigator following a bitch 24/7.
I have done that for a living. Trust me. They know.
See,
they know before they pay for it.
Wow.
Hey, MOT,
exactly.
What's up, man?
And that's the thing, man. Just what Sister Lou was saying, bro. Like these hoes got options, man. They got options everywhere, man. They got niggas hitting them up on Facebook, IG, OnlyFans.
Yeah, but
there's a difference. Real quick, bro, truth. The airline industry is doing bad. Plane tickets are cheap as hell right now. I mean, you can be in Houston, you can be in Atlanta, you can be in Miami, you can go across the country to meet somebody like like tomorrow.
I'm talking about a whole dick mileage is going up, man. She getting all the reward points.
Hold on, bro, truth.
All the
there's
reward
a difference,
points, man.
Bro, truth. There's a difference between options and the options that they want, which hints why most of the complaints come. That said, what up, MOT?
Right.
But I'm talking about like you know what I'm saying, like a baddie, man. I'm talking about the ones out here that are select, the hoes that can get flued out.
I got you. I don't
know them niggas out here buying tickets for no motherfucking sevens.
Yeah, but stop it. We're talking to business, man. Go ahead. MOT. Go ahead.
But there are sevens and below who are paying child support to these motherfuckers. That's worse than a plane ticket.
Hey, MOT, let me ask you a question about this. How come?
Okay, who's this? I'm not looking at the phone. It's too small.
Oh,
it's
Sire Tice. What up?
All right, what's up?
What up, man? How come when you talk about productivity, I don't know if you heard my summary of this, but how come when you talk about men being I was basically summarizing the show and I was saying, summarizing that you were saying that men be evaluated by their productivity.
That's right.
I noticed when ARC was on there and you mentioned that he went back to Obsidian, not to you, and you were the featured guest. Why do you think that is? Because I'm like, is he gonna really address this direct on? And then it turns into a nigga tale. And see, I had girls paying for me way back in the day, and I was a homosexual.
Bro, that's just perfect, nigga. I thought ARC out on the panel, man. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Okay, all right. Oh, shit. Now, for my show tonight, I am taking Mr. Fantastic out of it. But Mr. Fantastic, I'm gonna need you to go over to Bernard Riley's stream and check the comment section. Everybody thought that ARC won the argument. Nobody addressed me at all in the comment section.
Hold on. I'm not.
But I think
I'm not. Wait. This is what I'm saying. I didn't think ARC won anything. Like for the most part.
No. You didn't. I'm talking about the comment section, not you. Not you.
Well,
I'm talking about the comment section.
MOT. This is what I'm giving you your credit. This is what I'm telling you. Your solution works. The thing is that most niggas don't have the option to make it work, or let me be honest. So the discipline. Okay. Because it's pretty much two things you're gonna do. Either you're gonna sack the fuck up, be successful, make the money you need to make to put yourself in the league you want to be in, to where you get the results you want, or like you said, you're gonna stay where you're at and get what you can get. And we know the path of least resistance is what most motherfuckers gonna choose. So that's what I'm saying.
I can't argue with you there. There is no argument there. I'm just, damn, you got me. I don't know what to say.
I will say this.
This man was trying to get, but because of the old nigga mania, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to get to the point where you and Obsidian are both the same, and like you guys are direct for, hey, this is what you need to do. Bam, this is that and the other, and both of your points are great points. My thing is the minutia and everything else around it for the motherfuckers that you gotta buy. I'm the buy-in guy. All right, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get the motherfuckers to understand that, hey man, these motherfuckers not wrong, but I understand this, and this. But this is why they're right, and this is why you need to be on the same page they're in. We trying to get as many motherfuckers as we possibly can. You know, of course, that are of quality, of course. I'm not just saying, bro, I'm not out here for the motherfucking Pookies and Ray Rays. I'm not out here for the motherfucking the dick specialists. Niggas. That's not who I'm for. I'm not the bitch minded thing. That's not what I'm saying. I understand, but
I never said you was.
No,
it's just that.
I know, but this what I'm just trying to explain it out for everybody to understand. This is how and why I approach most of the things I approach. Your shit is more realistic than Obsidian's because yours is an actual premise that you can employ to work. Obsidian shit is ideological though. Almost in totality, is saying this is the way this shit should work and it should be this way. And damn it, if I don't get that, fuck it, I'm out. You know, or I'll just go without. You see what I'm saying? Yours is actually applicable. You can apply your shit. You can't apply Obsidian shit until shit actually changes.
Yeah, I wanted to say this real quick.
I
don't think ARC.
That you get. Right.
I was gonna say I don't think ARC beat you. I think ARC beat Obsidian into the ground. That's what I was thinking. Like that old nigga, he definitely won old nigga mania.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Man. I mean, you know, he threw one more cane than Obsidian, man, but it knocked him out. One more cane.
Definitely won old nigga mania.
Yeah,
all right, man. So this is what I'm saying.
When old man's fucking hip slipped, dog, that's when it was all over from there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then that nigga he took them dentures out on his ass, boy. Started gumming that nigga kneecap. Yeah, the shit was brutal.
Man. All right, so this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is clearly that choice to stay away from this shit is in everybody's thing. And Mr. Fantastic, you're not wrong. I got niggas who will turn down $2,000 a week driving a motherfucking truck when they'll clearly make $1,000 or $1,500 to go fuck with a bitch. I've been through way too many of them fucking stories in the past 5 fucking years. Too many. So it's like the choice is there, the options are there. It's just the paths niggas ain't gonna take it, like you said. But I'm not telling nobody shit that I have not seen exercised and that I have not seen done. Like the guy who graduated in my graduating class, motherfucker from Vietnam. This motherfucker has a Caucasoid type Vietnamese woman that looked every bit in the body type like a melanated fucking Asian woman. I've never seen anything like that in my fucking life. But this motherfucker is the top of the top of the top. And he got, because his culture prepared women for him. Like us, the old niggas are fucking all the young women before we even get to them. So they're not going to try to get you on to some different women that they ain't fucking with. Otherwise, they got nothing to celebrate on your motherfucking ass. So it's like this. You got to be able to get your money right no matter what. Me, I'm not trying to put broke niggas on at all, period. I'm like, hey, man, if you ain't got your shit together, you shouldn't even be worried about getting your dick wet. Your ass need to be on that flashlight game and that motherfucking Rosie Palm and the 5-finger game if you ain't got your shit together. Because guess what? If you end up getting one of these hoes pregnant, your ass is gonna be less than that shit any motherfucking way. So it's like this. I just want dudes to maximize the shit that they got control over. Nobody control how they look, but you definitely can control how your ass hit the gym. You definitely can control what your track record.
And that's damn right. And that's damn right, MOT. Yeah. And guess what? Yeah. And because of that, that's why I refuse to deal with a chick whose body looks fucking ravaged. Bitch, you can't come to me looking like you've been through half the nation. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, but here's another thing, man. This is why I'll take a maximizer chick over a bitch who's just naturally fucking hot. A maximizer chick is still gonna be in that motherfucking gym, keeping that thing right and doing all types of things. A bitch who's just fine, she's just gonna sit there and get fucked. And like, people are not being fucking realistic. There ain't that many 9s and 10s out here any motherfucking way. 9s and 10s that I can't get access to, even at this level.
Nah, and it's funny you bring that up though.
It's all relative,
brother,
right?
It's funny.
It's all relative, because if you live like in fucking Las Vegas, or you live in Miami, it's whole
Miami,
bad bitches
Las
everywhere,
Vegas,
bro.
LA, Denver. I mean that's different. But you know these dudes are not gonna move out of town to a place where there's plenty of bitches that do. They're gonna be in one area and be there forever because they know everybody. This is why my shit works overall, because it assumes that your ass ain't moving.
You know what?
Hey, I will say this though, real quick though. With between Obsidian and GC, I will say this though. I disagree with them on this one thing, on their view on when it comes to big sisters.
When it comes to what?
What's specific?
Yeah, you just left the door open and just didn't say
Ray, man, you be sipping
you be high, man. I don't know what the hell going on with you.
You doing that moonshine, man?
You be high.
Ray, you be high as hell in the panel,
nigga,
bro.
give me a chick weighing 180 something. Give me a chick weighing 180 something pounds, nigga. Big, I mean, got some furnace, nigga, with thighs, got light in the motherfucker.
Ray, what the hell you talking about?
You damn right. I will take that down, yes, sir.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Hey, you know what? Let me say something.
She can't be 125 pounds, no, sir.
Let me say something right there.
Go ahead, businessman. You ain't been on. Go ahead, bro.
You know what? That was a great segue into what I'm about to say. Is that you see how there is a gentleman who likes larger women, right? That actually goes into the point of what we're talking. All these men,
but she can't be sloppy and all that shit. Damn it, looking like she been through. Nah.
Let me just finish what I'm saying.
Let him out. Let him out.
Ray, bro, you gotta fix that fucking double time shit, bro. Your shit's still echoing.
All these men have their path of how they're gonna get women. So we can't fall into this trap like women who will put their life in a mathematical equation and come to think that if they take these steps, they're going to get this quote unquote quality man that they want. What each one of these men are doing is showing how they made it to where they need to be to get the woman that they want. So what it comes down to, what Man Tomorrow is saying is that, and you too, fantastic, is that, look, be the best that you could be as far as your education or your trade or your job. Just be the best, and then be the best you could be. Not the best, but be the best you could be, and then you could have your pickings. This is the thing. I went to one of these schools too. I went to a university, these top universities.
But a man must already build
Ray,
having that mindset. He don't. Okay,
let him rock.
I've been to one of these top universities. My school played football and basketball every single week on ABC or ESPN, right? So the physical specimen of men on campus, you could just imagine. They all some of these guys were pros. This is the thing. Every woman don't want those guys. It was guys that was on these teams. As soon as these guys go and play across the country, they're getting banged up by fraternity guys who are half their size, 5'8", 5'9" guys. So this is the thing. Every woman is different, and just make sure that you could be the best that you could be. Because look, no matter what, if you're talking about graduate school women like lawyers, attorneys, physicians, dentists, they don't care about no guy 6'5", 6'6". Those guys approach their women all the time. They want someone who's on their level. Their husband may be 5'8", but guess what? He may be a physician. He may just be a professional guy who makes money. That's what she wants. Because the higher education that these women go get, the more mature in their selection process becomes. So just if you have a six pack, that's not gonna mean anything to them. They might let you get this one night.
I'm sorry, but that's not necessarily true. I'm a
Let
6'5"
me just
nigga with a six pack, and I done fucked some hoes that.
Right? But you're not about to. They're not about to be your main woman. They want what they want. There's been tons of these women in these professional degrees who look past these guys at the gym. Only thing I'm saying is that the blueprint is there, and everyone is saying this: just be the best you could be. Then you will be ahead of pretty much 80% of all men. If you just be the best you could be, and you will have your pick.
Yeah, amen on that.
It's not a
mathematical equation. The best you can be actually comes with,
and you will get there, and you will get the woman that you want. Old man is not incorrect. If he want those standards, he could get that because of the ratio of available women to professional men. Just like Man Tomorrow, just like Mr. Fantastic said, most guys not going to take the step. They rather sit down and stay at home. Most guys not going to become the truck driver. They're not going to go to the army. They're not going to even take the ACT to get to college.
Yeah,
so just think about it. Just be the best you could be, and you will be good. The women are out here, and that's the only thing I can say.
Hey, I wanted to say this real quick. I got a rebuttal to like Obsidian's point about black men making like 42,000. Hey, really, like from my knowledge, most black men live in lower cost of living areas, right? Like Florida, like the South, Georgia.
The South is lower. Yeah, the majority, the biggest population of black people live in the South.
Right. Thank you. So when you take that into consideration, salaries and incomes are adjacent to that. So when we say things like black men make less than that, you have to really get to the nitty gritty of the statistics.
Thank you, Citizen Lou, brother, for the alley oop again. Context. This is another big thing that people don't take into consideration when they talk about those numbers. There are very, very few like major cities in the South, man. Very few. The biggest cities in the South are gonna be like Atlanta, Miami, and the
capital cities of states.
Right.
Yeah,
yep.
That's what I'm saying. And the majority of them shits is gonna be in Florida. Florida got like 3 major cities:
Orlando, Tampa, Miami.
Orlando. Yeah. And then what?
And y'all not finna forget about Jacksonville, goddammit.
Yeah, Jacksonville's the largest city here.
Yeah, I forgot about Jacksonville. Yeah, you're right.
Y'all need to stop acting like Miami is like fucking Birmingham. I live in Miami, okay?
That's
but I get what
we said Miami. That's what we said Miami.
No. I'm saying Miami ain't like no Birmingham or Atlanta, shit.
No, it's not, but it's still a city in the South.
I'm talking about as far as cost of living wise. Obviously, we know it's not like that.
Yeah, it's one of the highest cities, one of the higher rated cities like in the nation.
You gotta fucking pay to fort in Miami, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying. To Citizen Lou's point, when they don't take that into consideration when they're talking about salaries and all these other things. And then furthermore, shout out to Bernard when he got into the thing we was talking about. The income of what he's talking about, middle class to upper middle class, and they were telling you that starts at 100,000 in a 3-person household, which means what? That's 2 adults. You divide that by 2, you're only talking about 52,000 per person. And he was on this shit to talk about upper middle class people don't cheat and all this other shit. And I'm like, niggas, stop.
You know what's mind-boggling? What's mind-boggling is
I must have not been over that.
Yeah, that's when you had dropped. You had dropped out. What's just mind-boggling, this is a simple statement I was going to make, is how many women, since we've shifted the conversation, how many women have little clue as to what people make? I heard people say they think that the average man makes 175, which is just mind-boggling. Like, okay, person I report to makes that even, but I'm just like, damn, do y'all completely disclose? And meantime, they'll be making barely 50 and 60 with their degrees.
I mean, and that's go ahead, bro. I thought you, and I was just gonna say this specifically too, man. I remember the other stream because it's all a saga with Obsidian when he was talking about the education thing, right? Go back to where majority of black people live. Majority of black people live in the South. We don't live in Boston. If you were a black person going to Harvard, you're going to pay out-of-state tuition, right? So you're going to pay 3x what a white person or another black person in that area is going to pay, right? So you're going to come out with more student loan debt than anybody. And then one more thing, I'm gonna pass it back. if you look at the software developer report, they had a basic allowance income calculator. If you make $250,000 a year in San Francisco, that's equivalent to $90,000 a year in Austin, Texas. So we have to stop throwing these numbers around, high value, you know what I mean, without really getting to the nitties and gritties of it. Because now we just out here just shitting on black men for no reason.
Let me say this. I agree with you.
Real quick before you go, Sir Tice. And again, that's why I say that, man. But you can't make the argument because you make the argument you hating or you talking about, you know what I'm saying, the individual. That's what niggas gonna try to do it to. That's what I was saying with this whole argument. We have the high value discussion, bro. When you start putting the numbers on it, that's the only thing that the bitch gonna see. And now you're having to think, oh well, no, nigga, you ain't high value. How much money you make, bro? Do you understand? Like, shout out to Kevin Samuels. This nigga just gave the whole world a fucking like economy lesson, like, you know, within the last, you know, what, 6 months, 4 to 6 months or whatever. Some shit that bitches were never even aware of. You know what I'm saying? They were not even cognizant that, you know, what it takes and the percentage of where, you know, how many people make $100,000, like you said, Citizen Lou. People are fucking delusional, bro, about like just how easy or how many people are making that amount of money. And then for them to belittle it, even in that case, it's like, bro, that shit ain't easy, and nigga, that shit ain't no little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. And then like it's so many other variables to take into consideration. But niggas don't understand math, and niggas don't understand context, bro. So it's just like whatever. Go ahead, Sir Tice. Come on, man. Go ahead.
No. Let me just add this to what you said. Okay, is there an environment / class factor? Absolutely to all this, but the problem with that is that people think that that's always economics. You can be poor and still have high values, which to me is, you know, high class, if you will, or what have you, right? You can make a lot of money and be a low budget minded ass shiesty motherfucker, you know. People, so I get the whole class distinctions when people are trying to make it, well, people in this class, but when you make a blanket statement like, well, 20% of people and they don't cheat. Well, if you're relying on a survey, of course they ain't gonna admit, yeah, I cheat or whatever, you know. So it just kind of ties into what you like. You can't believe what's being said. I want to acknowledge something in the chat too. Pretty Kelly says, what a woman values seeks will tell you what her value is. Many women value their credit more than their bodies and health. Man, that's a great comment because I see it all the time. It's like you a size 18, but okay, who cares about your 690, 700 plus credit score? Shit, you know?
Right. It's the same thing with, you know, the degrees and, you know, having a career. I'm a PhD type shit. Like, who gives a fuck, bitch? You literally shake the ground when you walk.
These people can't
in water.
For all, I won't beat up on the big girls, even though I'm the one who brought up the 18 or whatever. But I'll say this: I find it very funny how much many of them, and I'm not the black woman beater up or whatever, but I find it very funny how many of them will lead with their education, but when you listen to their conversation, it's no different than the so-called 87 octanes or the Keishas and Quitas. You know,
it doesn't just apply to black women, though. I mean, it's American westernized women, period, are entitled as fuck, and it be, you know, rounded in a goddamn beach ball. You know, so it's not, I wasn't like it wasn't a specific jab at black women. I'm just saying that the whole.
I got you. No,
entitlement. Yeah, go ahead.
My point is simply for people. I'm not saying that every conversation is going to be talking about the cosmos or things of that nature, but don't know math, barely understand economics. You know, it's like, okay, so what's the point for all these sociologies, liberal arts, business administration degrees that you're gonna try to hover over my head? You know, many. Let's be honest. Many of them. I'm almost done. Many of them have been, and this applies to some dudes too, but many of them are just career students living off their student loans.
But you have to understand that most of these degrees are nothing but strap-ons to tell you that you don't need to bring dick to the table. That's all that is.
Damn.
That's all it is.
Bruh.
Damn.
But hey man,
That's
hey,
fucking
shout out.
hilarious, bro.
That's a new one. That's a new one. That's a
I
new
ain't never
one,
heard that
MOT.
one.
Yeah, that's a new one.
That's the new
But
one right there,
yeah,
bro.
man. Hey, shout out to Primetime VA. This is another point too, man. Listen, bro, the amount you make doesn't even necessarily equal what you're worth. Because again, bro,
Yeah.
there's plenty of motherfuckers out here making 6 figures, but they're twice the amount of money in debt. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They yeah, this is what they make. But they paying out more than they make because these motherfuckers are horrible with, you know, managing their funds or whatnot, what have you.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you know, and that's why I say, man, when we start putting, which the numbers do matter. I'm not saying that money is irrelevant. No, we live in a fucking capitalist society, mother. We live in a world where you need money to do things, to, you know what I mean, to move around and to have impact. So that's not what I'm saying. But the most important part is when you bring bitches into the discussion. All right, shout out to Zero, okay? Once you bring the woman into the discussion and you're saying, hey, the man is high value to the woman due to the amount of money, that's all the bitch gonna hear, and that's all the other men are gonna that haven't gotten out of this spell, the same one we was talking about earlier, are gonna hear too. I need to make 6 figures for the bitch. And that's what we can't do. It's not, you're not doing the 6 figures for the bitch. You're doing the 6 figures for you to have fucking power and to be able to go anywhere in this motherfucking world and have an impact, and your fucking say so matters. Period. Then regardless of the bitches are always
The highest form of therapeutic.
it's always the bitches are just a residual. Shout out to my man Idealism TV for the 10. I'm high value. I resigned from my career job where I made more than my wife. I also spent 2 hours shoveling the driveway in -1 weather. -1 weather. She knows where her bread is buttered, peach balls. Most definitely, man. Again, to the brothers that are married and whatnot, or you're in a relationship or whatever, bro. That's the most important part, man. As long as you're making enough to provide for and do what you need to do for your family, man. Again, even if you don't make 6 figures, you're have value to that woman that you have, or the woman that's fucking dealing with you.
Yeah, but see, this is why my argument cuts out what the women want, and the focus is on putting the man in the best position to make the best choices, period. It's nearly an argument you can't argue with.
Just don't let her have her heel in your back. That's it.
Ray.
Yeah, so go ahead, MOT. So what I'm simply saying is, I want black men to be at the best no matter what. And I don't want you giving that shit away for frivolous ass fucking reasons. This is why I'm like, look, if you maximize what you're supposed to do, even if you get into one of these situations, you won't be in such a bad fucked up deal. So my maximizing what you have choice and control over, she's supposed to maximize things that's not degree based. Like I said, she bring a strap onto the fucking bedroom. It's like, what the fuck is this? I don't want to hear about your fucking degree, because that's telling me that you about to, you know what I'm saying, lace up and lube up and tell me that you run this thing Amazon style or some shit. But it's like, dude, it's in your control to control how much you make. I'm a guy from Mississippi who picked cotton. I'm in my early fucking 40s. I don't want nobody fucking doing that shit. Ever.
Yeah,
I want you to maximize what the fuck. Yeah. So it's like, look, move to another area. Everybody had the option to move. My parents couldn't move. My grandparents couldn't move. I'd be damned if I sit my ass in Mississippi and suffer them same consequences. Move.
Yeah, that's facts.
As somebody
right.
whose grandparents moved from Mississippi, I can agree with you. I just want to add to what you just said, and it touches what I said earlier. This is why I can't stand, especially when I hear late Gen Xers talking about I get hoes, or you don't get no pussy, or I get pussy, whatever. I mean, it's not. I don't even hear high school kids say this shit anymore. Okay,
man,
it is
listen,
beyond pathetic.
I'm proud not to have those experiences. Because the niggas who brag that they do have those experiences, look at the motherfucking outcome. These are the main niggas being on child support talking about how much pussy they get. Like, dude, this shit is irrelevant at this fucking point. What is your income
giving up their
balance?
child, right?
Yes, and it's like, okay, so now we got another mumble rap listening to him, skinny jeans wearing nigga, because you got to have game and you got to use it on the wrong motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here, man. We need to grow up from this fucking shit. Admit that those old niggas made mistakes. Because I'm gonna way later fucking Gen Xer, right on the millennial tip. But at the end of the fucking day, we had niggas who were 2 to 3 years older than I was, who's completely fucked up like the boomer niggas. And I didn't want none of those motherfucking outcomes. And this is why I did shit different. You want to know why I did shit different? Because I wanted to see the fucking outcome if a nigga left this shit the fuck alone. And I don't give a fuck if y'all call it anecdotal. It worked in MOT's fucking case. And that's all I give a fuck about.
MOT, that's what I'm saying though. MOT, me, you have similar things, man. That's the same way I looked at Macon, bro. I looked at Macon and I was like, look, man, I can stay here and the best I'm gonna do is get some fucking, at that time would have been a factory job while I'm going to school and whatnot, what have you. Go to school for 4 years and end up getting a degree. But then I'm gonna have to move anyway because I don't want to fucking stay in Macon. So what's gonna accelerate that move? I do this motherfucking military shit, only 4 years, 5 years, whatever the fuck it is. Get a skill, get the fucking school and shit paid for. Now, after I get out, I got the option to motherfucking hop or bounce where the fuck I want to go because now I got money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on the plus end, and I'm outside of this shit of a whole bunch of niggas, bro, that pretty much typecast you again, nigga, bro. The typecasting, whether you the popular nigga or you the unpopular nigga, bro, that is the biggest hindrance to you ever, nigga. Listen, you are whatever you've been, your track record or your reputation in the town you grew up in, it don't mean shit, bro. Unless you a nigga that's like a D1 prospect and you go on to make it to the pros. Even that case, you know how many niggas I seen, bro, that was that nigga dropping 40 points a game or shit in high school, and then they get the motherfucking D1. And these niggas don't even make it through like the first the first year, or they ride the whole time.
That's called the small fish, big pond syndrome.
Yeah, man. I know a nigga named Al. I know a nigga named Al, man. Like he basically, he working at a shoe stop now, man. Married to a redhead bitch.
Yeah, but this nigga, my hometown, he out here on the street.
He keep talking about his old high school days and shit, playing football.
Get him out of here, bro.
a nigga, he was dunking on niggas in high school. Now he on the corner, just fucking begging for money and shit. And he was on the front page on the news for kidnapping and rape.
Damn. That's why I've been trying to tell these niggas, man. I laugh. That's why I laugh at it, unfortunately. And you know what I mean? But it's like, bro, I done seen the hood superstar 10 times over, bro. That nigga that, he was getting all the bitches and he could hoop real good. He could play football or do whatever the fuck he could do as a kid, bro. Nigga, this adult life, nigga, is a whole different game. You can't, you know what I'm saying? The niggas that had all the Jordans and all the polos.
You did a show about this.
What's sad though? You talk to someone like that, bro. They always harkening back to the good old.
Yeah.
Hey, why you read my mind? Let me take that. Let me take that one. Let me take that one.
You was 43. What did you talk about high school?
Let me take that one. This is why.
Let him attack niggas, man.
Right. This is why when you hear my conversation,
don't mean you can't be
filled with
fucked
these
up in that
disses. It's filled with these disses of motherfuckers who constantly harken back to high school. Hey, fan, I don't know if you remember, we did a show one time or whatever. We were talking about how it's very important for a young man to experience adversity when they're in their teens so that they know how to deal with it when they come up. So what happens with these D1 studs or whatever, everything was easy for them or what have you, So then once they get to a level where everybody just as good as them, it's like they don't know how to climb that wall because they never had to climb that wall. So whereas this is why I can't stand. Listen, the last time I talked, and by the way, I was just an average high school athlete or whatever, but the last time I talked about high school to somebody with God knows, I can't even remember. But when I hear motherfuckers on these panels, since high school, I won't do the impression or whatever. Y'all get what I'm getting at. And it's not just him. It's other motherfuckers. And it's like, dude, do you realize the 80s was nearly 40 years ago? If you go into the early parts of them, that's why I'm like, who the fuck is talking about that shit about their life? You got 40 plus years that you could be talking about, and this is what you hearken to? Come on, man.
Yeah, that's a good point. That was 40 years ago.
But that's what I'm telling you, man. Go ahead, MOT.
My whole point is I want to be the worst nigga in the manosphere, even if I got to lose to younger niggas. How about that?
And again.
Yeah.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, man. And I understand this. That's what I'm saying. So this is the thing, though, MOT. That's what I'm telling you, bro. You've been there, and you gotta save some of them, MOT. Some of them are salvageable. Cause I'm like,
no. I want them all to be better than me. All of them. Every fucking single one of them. This is why I want them to be able to make this choice. I want to be able to know what the fucking choices are. I want to be able to point out these fucking end of these motherfucking long lost roads. I want them to look at all this shit in the motherfucking manosphere and say, you know what, man, fuck sitting around doing this shit. I'm about to pick up this certification. Fuck this shit. I want to pick up this goddamn trucking manual and do something with it. Fuck this shit. I want to move out of my small ass motherfucking town. That's what I'm doing this shit for. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for niggas who gave up, who was way smarter than fucking I was, or motherfucking niggas in my family was. Like, I have more applied, damn near retarded niggas in my family balling out here. I'm looking at some of the smartest motherfuckers I ever grew up with and capable of. Them niggas ain't doing shit. That shit makes me sick to my fucking soul, man. This is why I'd rather talk to motherfuckers online, man. Trying to get these young niggas fucking shit up so that way they could be better people, man. That's it. That's all I got.
And that's, again, man, shout out to MOT. That's what I'm trying to tell, bro. Niggas, all y'all niggas do is talk on the internet. Listen, bro, it's niggas that will never ever hear anything positive, any success story, any fucking discipline, any fucking thing outside of the fuck these hoes and get some money. Let's go get high, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gonna chip on a sack, all this, you gonna chip on the blunt, you know what I mean? Whatever the fuck, nigga, you know, what's the rotation, stupid shit that they gonna get in real life, bro. That's why this shit is important, bro. Like, for real. That's why all y'all niggas do is talk on the internet. Nah, nigga, it's even we just talking on the internet, nigga. His voices being heard and concepts and shit that niggas will never ever hear if they don't hear from other black men on the internet.
But you know, fantastic. I'm gonna piggyback what MOT said. Remember the other day I was talking about, like, I think we had a discussion about it a while ago about saving. You know, like they say, you know, we need to save people and mentor these kids and stuff like that. Look, this is how I look at it, man. Black men of, you know, free thinking black men who got shit going on. I feel as though we need to be able to put some type of sanctions on niggas. That's how I look at it. I'm just how I look at it. I mean, I think that, you know, it might sound fucked up, but we need to deal with it.
I agree, and that's what I'm telling you. I agree with that wholeheartedly too. Again, bro, every nigga not gonna make it. Every nigga can't join the club, nigga. Every nigga, no. Bro, if you prove yourself to be an ancient nigga, a fuck nigga, or you know, I get pussy nigga, all this, like, bro, that's your thing, bro. Hey, go that way, nigga. We ain't got time for you. Go talk to some hoes, go get some pussy, go fuck some bitches, go get on child support, go fuck your life up. Hey, do all that good shit, nigga. Have fun. But you know, once you see us motherfucking get this motherfucking freight train running, nigga, no, we not putting out tickets either. We're not selling your bitch ass no ticket. Like you said, nigga, you are on the ban list, nigga. You are on the list to be banned. No, you will not motherfucking pass go. You will not collect $200, nigga. Get the fuck up out of here. And that's
where your detractors. This is where your detractors will say, "You hating on your own people."
Fuck that. Them niggas ain't my
fuck that. Fuck them niggas. Because no real shit. Because, like, look, when they do fuck up, we got to take the blame. And then, you know, like you say, oh, y'all ain't helping these kids out, but that ain't my fucking kid. So that's what I was saying. We need to start putting taxes on niggas, start putting sanctions on niggas, put some type of administrative hold on niggas. I mean, that's how I look at it, bro. Motherfuckers say that's some elitist shit, but at the end of the day, somebody has to give out these consequences.
Every system that's worth it have minimum standards.
What'd you say,
No,
Moji?
I'm saying the administrative hold. That shit was pretty funny.
Every group has their. Go ahead, MOT.
Every system that's worth it have two things a part of it: minimum standards, and the second thing, ways to get your ass out the fucking group. There is no respect to niggas hustle or none of that shit. You're doing any of that shit, it's not part of the goddamn what the fuck we doing. We're getting the fuck out of here. Because black men say that shit a lot. Oh shit, but I respect the nigga hustle. Okay, what if this nigga was selling fucking drugs to a goddamn child? Do we gotta respect niggas hustle there? That's what I.
It is what it is.
He getting money.
For me, if the hustle hurting somebody, dog, are you fucking degradation to somebody's life, dog? Somewhere out there, like, you know, see you selling drugs, are you a fucking hitman, bro?
I don't judge.
Ain't no big enough on that shit,
this is why hustle in the South, man, work your craft or career field that you in. It didn't mean out here scamming like most of these niggas are doing out here, though.
And you know what? This is one thing, you know, I tell people that black men
I
from the
don't sell
South,
it, somebody else will. My bad, Lou.
and I was gonna say black men from the South really got it, you know, we got the whole game figured out. You know, it's these niggas from California, these niggas in New York who the real issue. But you know what I want to say real quick.
Damn, that was a shot.
No, it is, man. I'm sorry. It is what it is, bro, because you know, black men from the South, we are actually around niggas. Like people from New York are too, but you get what I'm saying though, like we have a lot of like we see the ramifications.
The worst of the worst, bro. And the fucking, like you said, just that core nigga shit, bro. That you
Right.
would never ever get away because it's from the South. And like you said, man, niggas really don't understand it, and like that fucking willful ignorance as to where niggas don't want to do better. You know, like motherfuckers is trying to find a way to get on motherfucking food stamps, find a way to get on Social Security, find a way to do all this shit. Do anything to fucking succeed, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That shit, bro, it's so fucking discouraging, but it's so real, bro. And like I said, that's some shit you can only motherfucking find like in deep southern fucking places, because that's the only place you can even be able to get a you know what I'm saying? You either get by like that shit. You can't get by in Cali or New York or, you know, none of these fucking major cities like that, bro. You can't even do it. It's purposeless. You know what I'm saying? At least there, the cost of living is to a point of where you have to at least work, motherfucker, to survive. But in the South, like you said, man, hey, you get some shit here, some government benefits, bro. Hey, you be able to motherfucking cruise through life easy and never have to motherfucking worry about shit. And niggas trying this shit at like 30. You know, the goddamn.
I was on somebody's panel recently, and this motherfucker presented me a scenario where he's like, okay, so what's the problem? I know a dude who know a chick and they got a food stamp card and they just gonna chill, smoke up one or whatever. So what's your issue with that? I'm oversimplifying it, whatever. And I'm like, did you just describe this scenario to me as a normal thing or whatever? But that just shows you how niggas have accepted this lot in life or whatever, you know?
Bro, another thing, this is what I want to clear up real quick. The nigga shit that we exposed to out here. Like, bro, I'm gonna say this real quick. There was a dude got his head cut off in Jackson, Mississippi, and they put his head on the doorstep. Like, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like that shit just wild, man.
My nigga, I'm from Florida, nigga. That shit happened every Tuesday, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? For real, nigga. Hey, but real talk though, man. Like, I think what Mr. Fantastic just said is 110% correct, bro.
Right.
Like,
it is.
the motherfucking level, the bar is set low as fuck, and niggas are willing to just live underneath that bitch. For real, dog. Like, I know motherfuckers have been working at the same damn bullshit ass job since high school, nigga.
You said underneath
high school, nigga. And they doing the same shit. Slanging boxes from one end of the fucking warehouse to the next.
Running.
Fuck
like,
that, I got
nigga,
network.
what?
I got network.
You haven't advanced to manager. You haven't motherfucking progressed into another career, nigga. You still are literally slanging boxes.
That's white people shit.
For a living.
Hey, shout out to Zero for the 10. The South go hold it down. The South go hold it down. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to DC 2008. Refined sugar is the #1 drug, and your grandma is your pusher. The whole family pushing that white till your feet fall off. Yeah, the diet shit is a whole nother thing, man. But yeah, man. Hey, I just wanted to come through and say that shit, bro. Listen, niggas is right, but bro, you gotta like. I'm trying to get the rest of you niggas to buy in, man. Y'all, cause you know, it's real easy to turn these niggas off once you start telling MOT. You cannot tell these niggas don't be worried about the pussy, man. You can't just say that and walk off. You know, niggas going, oh shit, goddamn.
Goddamn, you got a 100 ball.
Yeah, and it's in them pounds, baby. Oh shit, them pounds.
Yeah, about 150, though, nigga.
Oh yeah, that shit.
That's about 150 right now, bro.
That shit more than them.
That's that tea and crumpets, bro.
Yeah, shout out to brother John Cross there. Appreciate you, brother. Greatly appreciate you. But yeah, man, the whole thing, man, ultimately is like you said, bro. Y'all niggas, bro. We trying to get y'all up in here, bro. We trying to get y'all to understand this shit, and this shit is for men, bro. It's not for the sake or the end result you getting pussy. nigga, that's a residual. The end result for you is lifelong success. You to be able to literally pick up and go anywhere in the fucking world and call your own shots and you know and punch your
That's
own
real
ticket.
shit.
That's the fucking ultimate goal of this shit, bro. All right. You got
That's real
dudes of
shit.
all walks of life, all different age groups, all backgrounds, all this shit, man. And ultimately, bro, that's what I'm you know what I'm saying, MOT, old man, most of the brothers in this fucking space is about, bro. You know what I'm saying? That, like, man, pussy should not be an accomplishment like over like 15, my nigga. All right. Once you out of high school, if getting pussy is an accomplishment to you, like for real, like something you brag about and talk about, man. And I know you gonna talk shit with your boys and whatnot, what have you, but like that's your staple. That's the number one shit on your list. I fuck hoes, I get bitches, brother. You need to change your life immediately.
Can I interrupt and play my
one thing that you know, most niggas and most young dudes, they you know have their timeline screwed, right? Because they think growing up in this fucking matriarchal society, they think they're on the same timeline as a bitch. You know what I mean? Most young niggas think they literally at 30 they gotta find someone to marry. That shit happens all the time. I be talking to my homeboy like, yeah, man, shit, you know, I done did my thing, bro. Nigga, you 28. What the fuck you talking about? You done did your thing, nigga. You just not starting your life as a man, bro. What the fuck? And that's another like that shit gotta be recalibrated, bro. Straight up.
I just wanted to interrupt so I can play this voicemail of this chick left me. If y'all cool with that.
Oh, we doing details. Oh, that same voicemail for the last 20 years.
Hold up, man. Let me flip the tape.
We might have some stated days.
I'm out, fellas. MOT, I roll up on you tonight. All right, fellas.
All right. So what I'm gonna do?
Go ahead.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about this discussion tonight, but I'm gonna give 4 pillars of what can actually destroy this discussion or to the ever. And unfortunately, it's some hard choices, but it's doable. And people don't like the way I think, but once you see the whole picture, it makes a ton of sense. So that's what I'm gonna be talking about tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern.
10 Eastern. Hey, make sure y'all pull up on MOT tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, man. I appreciate MOT coming through. Hey, man, always a great conversation with you brothers, man. Greatly appreciate everybody that came through, supported with the likes, the shares, all those things, man. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hey, tell somebody about us. We got new young cats in here every day, man. Shout out to Young Swift. Shout out to the other new young brother in here, man. Again, man, this shit is getting out slowly but surely, you know what I mean? So it's not just talk, man. It's not just you know, for show or for me, you know, or any of us brothers up here just bloviating and you know telling dick tales or like, you know, I used to be the nigga, bro. No, bro, that's none of that here, man. We trying to motherfucking lay out a roadmap that's got all the motherfucking tricks and traps in it for you, young fella, so you ain't got to fall in them. But as always, man, greatly appreciate everybody coming through. That's that on that one, bro. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Holla.
All right, cool. Later, man.